So the other day I was praying and talking to God and just thinking about who God has been in my life. And you know, I think we have a tendency in many seasons of our life, whether we are praying for a relationship or for a job opportunity or for our finances to change, whatever it is, we focus so much on that thing. And you know, I've definitely been there. That has been my story for so many years. But when I started to pray and honestly think about who God was in my life, out of everything He's blessed me with, the multiple opportunities, degrees, traveling, great friendships, a beautiful home, so many things He's done for me, the one thing that moved me to tears and that really struck a chord with me was the fact that God had always been there. He's always been there, whether I got what I was praying for or whether I didn't, whether I was on the bathroom floor crying or whether I was being celebrated. Through every single season, God has consistently been there. And when I thought about that, I was just moved to tears. I was just sobbing, thinking about all the many times that God has been there, like closer to me than I am to myself. And that gave me the perspective of, while I'm in this season and right now I am praying and I am asking God for so many things, that the one thing that is the most important, that when I look back at the history of my life and my story, was the fact that He was there. And so I think a lot of times the enemy tries to get us to shift our focus on that thing that we're praying for instead of who God is Himself, because the thing that we're praying for in our own intelligence and in our own desires and our own wants makes sense that we should have it right now. But maybe God is saying, hey, you might not get this right now. Hey, I need you to get this so I can give you this in a few years or, you know, several decades. Who knows what God's plans are? But if we just focus on that thing and value that as a measure of God's goodness, then we're going to miss the whole picture in and of itself. And I know for so many years I missed the picture because I was so focused on what I needed God to give me instead of who He was and who He has been in my life. And again, when I look back at the history of my life and I think about the goodness of God, not because He's given me so many things, but because He has always been there through so many friendships, through so many seasons, through so many hard times. He has consistently been there. And so I just want to encourage you, if you are focusing on one thing that you just need God to do to prove that He is so good to you, think about the fact that you can even pray that prayer so that He is there. He is with us, and that you have that relationship, that no matter what you're going through, that He is right there. And so I pray that this blesses you.